cruising world, Mick the Suit Guy with you. It's Monday. Monday is tips day. Tips day. And I got some tips from Brice this week. Thank you, Brice. This is the last one I have. Send me more. Send me yours. I can't do them all. I need your help. And as you're about to find out, I don't read them in advance. I print them and I read them live and we react to where they go. I have no idea what's on here apart from the fact that it's from Brice. So let's see how Brice did. Brice, I met outside of a toilet in Amber Cove while we were waiting to go to the restroom together. You meet people in the strangest places. Anyway, let's go. Brice. Hi, Mick. Thanks for doing the karaoke request of Freedom on your Journeys cruise. My wife and I enjoyed watching your vlog of the trip, even though it did turn out to be where you wanted to go. No, it didn't, Brice. No, it didn't. And I'm glad you appreciate that. I only put a snippet of that video up because I realized that it was Freedom by Wham. I realized, because I'd never sung that song. Let me backpedal. I can't sing. I do karaoke for shits and giggles, as we used to say in England, because I'm terrible. So you go to karaoke in my suit and I walk up, and on the first day, there's all these people that can sing. Great, good for them, love it. But they tend to sing, dare I say, serious songs, slower songs, because they know they can sing, which is fair enough. I totally get it. I can't sing. So I'm going to go up there, and I am going to just give it my best shot, but more of a fun song to hide the fact that I can't sing. So when Brice asked me to sing Freedom, I'm like, great. So I was going to sing it when I went on Freedom, but all I remember about the song, because like I said, I've never sung it before, was the chorus, which most people only really remember the chorus of songs. And the chorus was, I don't want your freedom. I can't sing that on a cruise called the Carnival Freedom, on the Carnival Freedom. I don't want your freedom. Pretty negative, so I didn't. But then when Brice asked me to, because I'd considered it, so I did it, and I didn't even listen to the song in advance. And if you do listen to it, there's two things I'll tell you about the song. Number one, it's quite long. And number two, the chorus is the only bit people know. The verse is nothing like the chorus. Listen to it, and you'll see. So I only put a snippet, long-winded way of getting around to it. I only put a snippet of it. But I will add, if you want me to sing a karaoke song on my next cruise, put your request in. Again, sing is a very I have my go-tos. I had an idea, I think, on my next cruise, which I'll have been on by the time this comes out. I've been very lucky. I've had a lot of these. So this isn't coming out till November, and I'm still in September. I'm booking these well in advance, but I don't have any more after this, so send me yours. But my newest one I'm going to add to the list is as long as they have it, they don't always have the songs. Sweet Dreams by the Eurythmics. In my head, I'm doing it. They might not have it. They don't have Shout. You know, you make me want it. They only have an 8-minute version by some random band, and I'm not doing karaoke for 8 minutes. Anyways, blah, blah, blah. That's 3 minutes you'll never get back. On to the actual tips. Oh, a tradition. I have a tradition and a tip for you. I will start with the tradition. My wife and I like to go to the main dining room on the last night for the baked Alaska dessert and for the cruise farewell song. I have a good video of the song on the panorama in May. All your bags are packed. You're ready to go. I've cried before. We did a back on the Glory a few years ago, like 2018, I think it was. Ended up being 26 days. I'm not going to lie, I cried when they played that song on the last day. It was very sad. I cried when I got off the ship. I remember a couple of the Fun Squad members were, look at him, he's crying. I could see him. They didn't know I saw him, but I saw him. What do you want from me? I remember my friend Eli went up one time and was singing with him. It was awesome. But yeah, the only thing that makes me sad now is that they used to parade the baked Alaskas around the dining room, and we all used to do our napkins up in the air. I don't do that much anymore. On the last one, we actually missed it. We didn't go, I can't remember why, but we missed it for some reason. Anyway, they had like 3 people walked out, and that was it. You know, but I loved it when they did the whole parade of the flaming baked Alaskas. And then we went into the song. Whatever. Those days are long gone. All right, that's great. That's a great tradition. I think that's a tradition for a lot of people, to make sure they go. We always try and go, but for whatever reason we didn't this time. But good one. All right, good start, Brice. Let's see your tip now. And my tip. Oh, so all we have is a tradition and a tip. So it's a good job I was waffling at the beginning. Otherwise it'd be a 3-minute video. Anything that you buy before you board, such as stuff from the fun shops or specialty dining reservations, excursions, spa services, etc., make sure to screenshot an image of the receipt or to print the receipt and bring it along, because if you have any issues, it is helpful to have it easily accessible. Sometimes the internet on the ships is not great and it can be hard to access emails if you have the receipts saved there. This happened to me on the Magic for the New Year's cruise this year, which is where I met you. I had ordered some 50th anniversary carnival stuff from the fun shops prior to the cruise. We got to our room and they were not there, and our room steward had nothing on his list for us. We went to guest services and I had some issues getting my email to come up, but I did have the receipt printed, so they called the fun shops manager, who confirmed that the items I wanted were out of stock and I would get a refund within 24 hours. If I had said nothing, were they just going to take my money? I had to go back a few days later because I was still not refunded, and they did refund me instantly then. Sub-tip, take care of any issues with disputed charges while on the ship, because once you leave, you will be on the phone forever or in the email and wait for up to 45 days for a response loop. Thank you for all your content. Thank you, Brice. Now, a few things I can say on that. And this is a travel agent note, I will add. If you do have a travel agent, they can get a discount on a lot of the stuff from the fun shops. Has anybody also noticed there used to be loads of stuff you could buy and now there's next to nothing? I always try and get my clients a little gift when they go on the ship. So I'll go in there, like I said, I get 20% off. I get 20% off the alcohol, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you consider they're like $160 a bottle, 20% off is quite big. I had a client recently, I got a bottle of, one per room, but I got her a bottle and I got a friend a bottle, who may or may not have given it to her as a second bottle. I don't know, but I got them 20% off. So a lot of that, not all of it, a lot of it I can get 20% off. Or if you have a travel agent, make sure they know. I'm very disappointed in the lack of stuff they have. However, my point being, before I could buy it as a gift and they would never know, it'd be a surprise when you got on the ship. Now you can't do that, but in a way it's a good thing. Because now I have to let them know there's going to be a little something from me when they get on board. Hopefully they don't look on their account and see what it was. But now if there isn't anything, they can let me know. And let me tell you, quite often there's nothing there. That's all I'm going to say. Very disappointing. But yeah, this is an excellent tip because they do get that wrong. Not wrong, but they don't, it's not there more than you might think. Yeah. That's an excellent tip, Brice, because it happens. Some of these times I see these tips, I'm like, it's probably not going to happen. But that does happen more than it should. Communication lines. But yes, excellent idea. If you buy anything before you cruise, make sure you have a record of it. So if it's not there when you get on the ship, you can go like, boom. So it's not your word against theirs. You don't want to get into that email fiasco after the ship because it does take forever. I would say the lines on hold have got a lot better lately. Virgin is still really bad, but Carnival, their hold times are actually pretty good now. So, say that. Excellent. You know what? I just thought of something else, and I was going to add this anyway because I wasn't sure how much was on here. I'm going to throw one in there on the travel agent theme, which is really good for me, and it's something you can do. And I think I covered this before, but now I can do it, which is a big thing for me. You get these targeted offers, right? So you think that applies to every cruise. It doesn't. Even if you get a targeted offer. Now what I mean by a targeted offer is Carnival, like a casino offer, for example. If you gamble a lot, they'll throw casino offers out at you to get you to come back and cruise again. Not everybody gets them. They only go to certain people. In the casino, it's based on your play, what sort of targeted offers you get, better ones, worse ones, whatever. A lot of times if you're like a red or a gold member, they'll give you these good offers because they want to keep you cruising. Once you get to platinum, it slows all the way down. And once you get the diamond, you get nothing because they know we're going to cruise again. But so you get these target offers. Say you get one that's $500 onboard credit. That's quite a popular one I have seen. It's PV7, I think, is the code for it. But that doesn't apply to every single ship that you want to cruise on. Every cruise out there. It only applies to certain cruises. Now, you can go onto your account, under your profile, under your offers, and click on that particular offer, and it will list all of the cruises that are available to you under that offer, which is great. I, as a travel agent, could never do that before. I had to do it by trial and error, which was a bit of a nightmare for me. But now, under this new fix they just did, I can now click on the offer code, and it will automatically come up with all the cruises available under that offer code, which is great for me. Just a little bit of information I would throw out there for you to let you know that you're not the only ones that can do it now. I can do it too. With that, if you want to subscribe to this wonderful little channel, please do so. Thank you, Brice, for that tip and tradition. Both very, very good ones. And if you want to ring that little bell with your mouse, you'll get notification when my videos come out. I try and do 3 a week. Tips on Monday, cabin on Thursday, miscellaneous video on Saturday. If you have any questions, my email is coming up at the end of this video. Please feel free to email me any questions you have. If I do not know the answer, I will do my best to find out what it is, because I know people. Well, some people. And lastly, send me your tips, send me your cruising traditions, and I will read them on air. As I warn you, I don't read them in advance. I read them live and react. This week was a good example. Will yours be just as good? Only one way to find out. Send them to me. And send me your karaoke tips. Boom! Put it in the comments. If you want me to sing a certain song, I will do my best on my next cruise to sing that song. With that, I will see you later, cruising world.